Please introduce yourself, tell us what you do in the company, and share a little on what Genatec does.
Absolutely. So my name is Peter Salvo. I am the customer success manager here at Genatec. Um, Genatec is an IT company that mostly deals with MSP clients, and we also do everything from networking to basic support, to project complete network infrastructure overhauls, server migrations, server implementations, software implementations. We also do ERP services for Sage 300. And we're basically everything
What were the main challenges you have encountered before using Simplesat?
Before using Simplesat, we had no metrics to be able to quantify customer satisfaction. Um, I'm coming from the automotive industry before working in the IT world, and one thing that they had was customer surveys at the end of every interaction, and that's something that I wanted to carry over from the automotive industry into the IT world because we had, like I said, no visibility on if our clients were actually satisfied. Once we found Simplesat, if I remember correctly, it was actually through the ConnectWise marketplace. Simplesat had a lot of great reviews, and based on the pricing scheme that I saw, based on the amount of users that we're able to create, that was one of the big selling points for us. So we gave it a try with a trial. The team at Simplesat was able to integrate it very easily with us. I was new to ConnectWise, so they were able to guide me on certain things, and I really appreciated the time and the help. Once we got everything set up for the trial, we set it out, started sending surveys to clients, and noticed that our clients were very happy, but there was still some room for improvement. So using a tool like Simplesat was invaluable to us to get information about our technicians' interactions with all of our clients.
Prior to Simplesat, you were using a different feedback management tool. Can you share with us what difference you've noticed between the two?
And the reason why we moved is really from a pricing perspective because the offering between the two were very similar, but it was really the pricing model that was more beneficial for us due to the size and volume of users that we had here. It was a no-brainer for us. Also, the support team or the support that I received from Simplesat versus was a night and day. As you know, I'm a very big advocate for your support team. I like the way that you guys are not super corporate. It's more of a friendly vibe. Like I can send gifts to Hannah just to say like thank you with like the happy smiley face or like a cheers with Leonardo DiCaprio. Like it makes it fun for me to want to reach out to you guys and knowing that things will get done at the end of the day and it's not super serious, you know, like auto generated messages like thank you for your response, thank you, we will verify this. She's like let me look into it. Like it's a more human aspect to it than it is like a corporate robot in the background. So that's something that I really appreciate from Simplesat versus the other company that we were with before. No, honestly, I have to say, like, I mean, and that's just me because the people that you're dealing with in customer success are people that are trying to make other people happy, right?
Yeah.
So if you can make the people that are trying to make the people happy, it's like a nice little triangle or circle. If I had to deal with something that from a metrics perspective and I wasn't getting the results that I needed or the responses that I needed, that's a different story. But even the
Mhm.
fact that sometimes the team wasn't necessarily able to help me, I think it was once, but again, it was something I didn't understand, but they made it feel like it's okay. Like if there's anything else, like let us know with like a smiley face type of thing, you know, like or with a funny gif. Like we're always there for you, we got your back. It's like, okay, like even though I was the one that was at fault, like they made it seem like, yeah, it's okay. Like don't worry about it. Like come back if you need help. So it was a good interaction all around, and that's one of the reasons why I know that I won't be leaving the platform anytime soon because you guys have been there since the beginning. You're I would say my first, but my second. I'm happy that we ended up going with you guys over for sure.
What are the other integrations you have with Simplesat?
We have ConnectWise, we have Power BI. We currently also have Salesforce that we're working with. So the just to give you an idea of the structure that we have in Genatec, Salesforce is really dedicated towards the sales team, whereas ConnectWise is dedicated for the service team. So this is where we kind of have like a bridge in, disconnect when it comes to the two systems. We've currently created homebrew software because we have a team of developers that do an integration between ConnectWise and Salesforce. What I would like to do eventually, and this is like a plan, I would like to implement Simplesat as well on the sales side to see how a salesman did and not necessarily just focus on the feedback from the technician.
With all those integrations you've mentioned, do you still remember what the onboarding experience was like?
Oh my God, it was the easiest and smoothest experience I think I've ever had with like an onboarding of a third party I've ever had. It like I again, you have the appropriate documentation everywhere inside of your system, inside of your website. So I was going in and trying to figure out how to do it myself. And then at one point I got like to maybe 90%, but there was that 10% missing that maybe I just wasn't understanding something properly. I reached out to your team and they were able to basically get me up and running within 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I could have spent another hour on it myself because I'm a do it yourself type of person until I really hit a wall and I'm like, okay, you know what? They're the experts. Let me reach out to them. And like we mentioned before, in regards to Hannah specifically, because Hannah's been basically there like the whole time with us, and I feel like she knows my integration. She knows what I'm trying to accomplish, and she helps me get to my goal, right? So that to me. If it's, I consider that like a successful onboarding because it's not just like a cookie cutter, one size fits all. It's not the case. She really took the time and asked me, okay, what are you planning on doing with it? How are you planning on setting it up? How can we get you there? And at the end of the day, like I feel like I'm an expert when it comes to this, especially here, but there's still certain things obviously that I'd like to know, maybe because of the limitations of the system that I don't necessarily know. But like we had this conversation earlier, I was able to ask a question and she was able to respond to me. So it's not a matter of not knowing, it's just a matter of asking and being able to provide the support that you guys have, which is utterly fantastic.
From what you've mentioned, seems like Simplisat was able to resolve some of the challenges you have. But implementation wise, does that improve your overall operational efficiency?
Absolutely. I would say it's very clear because we can see where there was room for improvement, for sure. And like I had mentioned earlier in a previous example, we had a technician that on paper looks like he is the best technician, but when we were getting feedback from the clients, there was definitely room for improvement. And once we were able to address those concerns that the clients were having, we were able to speak to this individual and be able to adjust the way that they interact with our clients, and it was smooth sailing from there on. So it like I said, this kind of information or feedback from clients is invaluable to us, from especially from a customer success standpoint.
Based on your experiences and working with Simplisat, would you recommend us to other businesses in your industry?
Absolutely, I would. Not only if you're looking for, and this is like you can put this on like a banner if you want, but if you're looking for implementing your first or changing whatever, uh, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Feedback system, is that what you guys are called, or what? Yeah, SSAT or CSAT or
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
feedback
Any
management. Yeah.
Perfect. So if you're planning on integrating your first feedback management system or changing to one because your current one is not doing the job, I highly recommend Simplesat because the product is fantastic, the integration is easy, and the staff is just utterly amazing. I want to see that on a banner.
Oh,
And you're not even paying me. I love you guys so much that I want to spread the love to the other companies. I want the other companies to have the same interaction that I have with you guys. So